These diary entries are written from the perspective of a factory worker during the Russian Revolution. January 1st, 1917. I was not born to live in these times of turmoil, at least not in this place, Russia, the country I love. I am torn apart daily as I go through life as a supporter of the Bolsheviks, while in reality I am a lover of the Tsar. Let me give a bit of background information about myself. My name is Vladmir but people usually call me Vlad. I was born on February 17th, 1882 in Siberia. Yes, people actually do live in that godforsaken place. I've come a long way since then, though. I am now living rather happily in Petrograd, or the former St. Petersburg. My wife is the lovely Svetlana. She is all that brings me through these troublesome times. I am one of the many factory workers in Petrograd. I wonder how many others are pretending to support the Bolsheviks, like myself, compared to the deluded masses that truly believe in their cause. January 13th, 1917. Today I reflect. My mind wanders back to the year of 1905, to a Sunday. First, a bit of background. A priest's father, came to us from the Tsar. He did not come to preach to us, though. Oh no, he came to collect our grievances. Finally, a chance to let the Tsar know of the troubles of daily life, and to let him help us out of our situations. We did not ask for much. For myself, I needed only a 9-hour workday. And to ask the removal of crooked politicians makes sense. Perhaps some went too far in asking for a representative government, but still the events that happened after we submitted our grievances are absurd. Marching happily and unarmed and singing, 200,000 of us approached the Winter Palace. We were chanting God Save the Tsar, and overall just happy that he was finally listening to us. Little did we know that he was not in the city. Yet still, even so, the troops should not have acted with such brutality. The day is not known as Bloody Sunday for nothing. All of a sudden they started shooting at us, killing hundreds. Big mistake. The love for the Tsar instantly turned into hatred, and people took this that he was with the rich who pay us nothing and make us work long hours in unsafe conditions. For myself, I realized that he was not there, and that it was not his fault, but almost all of who were loyal before lost their loyalty on that day. January 20th, 1917. I write to take my mind off the current situation. I must now admit that the Tsar has failed us, but I will not even consider that these Bolsheviks could be any better. We live in almost unbearable poverty. I am not only short of clothing, meat, butter, and sugar, but even bread. When I think about how bad my situation is, though, I can only wonder in amazement of the fate of my brother in the army, who from what I have heard is in an even worse situation than I am. He has no supplies, no guns, no ammo, no food, but he, like myself, is very loyal. He will never see home again. May 26th, 1917. We've been directed by Lenin to shun the provisional government. Also, Lenin is going on about his worldwide revolution. No one believes in it, and if he weren't such a convincing speaker, I would wonder if he himself even does. There is one thing that Lenin is working towards that I agree with, and that is an end to war. My brother died in the front long ago, but word only recently reached me. There is no discipline out there anymore, and no one in Petrograd wants to join and help the soldiers. October 4th, 1917. Lenin is gaining power. As to my position, I should be happy. I miss the good old days, though, a stable government and a system we knew and understood under the Tsar. The events going on lately are, to put it bluntly, chaos. Since then, not much has happened. Lenin has his new shout of peace, land, and bread, but really, before this whole revolution thing started, we didn't need peace because our army was more effective, we had bread, and the land was less of an issue because farms were more productive. Basically, everything is all screwed up. December 3rd, 1921. It has been a long time since I have written, but many events have gone in my life that makes this journal seem meaningless. My wife is dead. She was killed during the Civil War. Just thinking of her makes me hurt, and the whole time of Civil War is a time that I'd rather forget. It seems that none of the other governments in the world like Lenin too much. We've been attacked by so many countries that I can't keep them all straight. And since 1918, I've been working full-time as a part of the Red Army, which the Red Guard became after communism became the government system. And then, of course, there are the attacks from within Russia, hence the term civil war. It does seem to be finally over now, though. Perhaps at last things will settle down. Signed, Vladmir Vasilovic.